Welcome to another episode of IMNano.
Putting the I in IMNano. I'm your host, Irfani.
And I am your other host, Monica.
And today is our last episode of 2021. Woo! This marks our first year as IMNano. And I think we accomplished quite a lot this year, right? Let's go through what we've accomplished.
Yeah, I think it's our cake day, right? That's what someone from Reddit would say. Is that it?
Yeah.
Cake day. It's our cake week when this episode is released, I guess. Anyways, so over the course of the past year, we have published 30 episodes, 26 of them being lit updates, and 4 episodes are part of the Nano Life series. We have reached just under 1,000 plays, which is amazing.
That's amazing.
I think
I did not expect this.
I didn't expect one person. If I expected like just helping one person or having one listener would have been amazing. And to have almost 1,000, it's
very humbling and it touched, I just like feel very good about it.
Yes, exactly. I love it. Heart flutters.
Yes.
And we have listeners from over 30 countries across continents.
Wow.
Which is great. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. I don't have everybody. Exactly. I don't have friends in all continents. But we have listeners in all continents.
This is amazing.
Very good. And our top episode overall on Spotify, based on the statistics you gave us, Irfani. You did a great job summarizing everything. And on podcast sources, that was our intro episode, our very first episode, but also the overall discussion that we had in episode 3 on the vast array of nanotechnology applications also had a very high number of listens and retention.
Right. Yeah. I mean, nanotech is not something that probably a lot of people know about. And the fact that they're really interested in the applications, it's like a gateway, for people to get to know about nanotechnology and the retention rate. I'm impressed.
Yes, absolutely. Impressed.
I'm just glad that people are learning about all this,
Yes, and I think we're making it more accessible too, because sometimes these research papers are under a paywall and you might be like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. It's very good. And I will also point out very good gender diversity in listeners as well as age ranges. So we have listeners under 17 as well as some over 60 plus.
Yeah.
So incredible, amazing. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for everybody who's listening. This is very exciting. We're just really glad we get to do this, and we're excited about all the things that we've accomplished. We started this out to kind of get people excited about nanotech. It's not something that's easily accessible, and then sometimes it can get really scary. So we're just really, really excited we can disseminate all of these research and then put it out for people to understand and learn about. And so, nanotechnology, what is it good for? So many things, so many.
Yes. And we've covered quite a few of them throughout the year. And, there's so much more to explore as well.
Yes, for sure.
Very privileged that we get to be able to do this. I will say, I'm very glad that I get to embark on this journey with you, Irfani, of course.
Yes. Make a great team.
We do. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can build IMNano up for sure. And as well, we'll mention we did launch a YouTube channel as well as an Instagram to kind of, promote the podcast. And on YouTube, particularly, the episode with the most views and likes was about flash graphene. And in that episode, we discussed how fundamentally important it would be to be able to source graphene from garbage and then use it in applications such as concrete and asphalt. And someone made graphene, a lab in Texas was able to make graphene in less than 0.01 seconds, which is incredibly quick. Wow.
Yes, that's really amazing. We had some really interesting discussion about that, and it's really exciting to see that when you go on YouTube or anywhere really, someone is telling us, thank you for helping me understand this, because when I read that comment, I was like, wow, we actually helped someone to understand something about this. And it's not something that everybody get a chance to learn about. So it makes it feel like what we're doing is actually very, very worthwhile. And yeah, I hope this has been a great benefit that IMNano has put out to the world and our community, this past year.
Yes, definitely in terms of my communication skills, it has helped me as well.
Yeah.
So
we're so used to talking in specific details, doing research papers and those kind of conferences. I think it's really important that science communication improves over the time, especially in the age of information. We should, as scientists, I think we have the responsibility to bring out, accurate information to the world and make it fun to learn at the same time.
Of course. Yeah, learning should be fun, and it's all about, developing our curiosity about the world.
Yes.
Very important. So I definitely agree with everything you have said. I would echo your comments, and a lot of discoveries, they kind of go unnoticed in some cases. So it's nice that we actually have been building this platform for, maybe research that doesn't get those nature papers or science papers all the time, or is not done at a very high profile institution, because sometimes you can have great research and your university is not high ranked, and that's okay.
It's the science that matters.
Exactly. So it's good outreach that we have for people that work very, very hard to make a difference in the world, even though it may seem small, no pun intended, when you work very, very hard diligently in the lab, you can have a great impact later in your life. And that's
for sure.
It's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many exciting science and engineering that happened this year that we didn't get to cover within the 30 episodes that we have here. So what are some of the ones that you think we didn't get to cover this year?
Oh yes, there's a lot, but one mainly that has caught my attention, something I really wanted to talk about, was quantum computing, which there has been so much progress in that field and area of research, especially this year and the past few years. And it's very exciting, actually, IBM's launch of Eagle. And so Eagle is not it's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's a quantum computing chip that has over 100 qubits. So it has 127 qubits, biggest one so far. So it's the biggest one of 2021 of the year, I would say. And it's about the size of a quarter.
Wow.
And very cool.
Quarter.
1/4 quantum computing chip.
Wow.
That would be an interesting form of currency if we had to do that. Very expensive. And IBM says now that it has 100 qubits. It has designed this chip, and they're on their way to making 1,000 qubit chips. That's their ultimate goal. So this is one of their milestones. So they're very happy.
Wow, that's impressive. What makes the quantum computer chips different though than the regular ones that we have now?
That's a good question. And just to kind of cover that, because we don't really talk about it. So unlike regular computer chips, which encode information in either ones or zeros, which probably have heard about, I think it was covered in a Magic School Bus episode at one point too. So fairly straightforward. Quantum computers can represent information in something that's called qubits. And qubits can either be 0 or 1, or they can be 0 and 1 at the same time, because they have this unique property called superposition. So similar to Schrodinger's cat, where the cat is dead or alive, technically it could be both until you open the box, right? So here we have that similar quantum concept, very exciting. And so by holding over 100 qubits in a single chip, IBM has stated that the Eagle could increase the memory space required to execute very complex algorithms and equations. So that can actually help us to solve very complex problems and have a greater understanding of the world. So it's very interesting to see what we can learn from that. I'm very excited about the future of this quantum computing.
Really cool.
Very, very cool. And so what was something that happened this year that we didn't get to cover for you, Irfani?
Well, there's a lot actually, but I mean, some of them, I'm going to mention two of them. One is from scientists at the University of California, Riverside. They develop a nanoscale flashlight where the light is compressed at the end of like a silver nanowire. I think they use a tungsten light, and then it's compressed to the tip of the silver nanowire. And this silver nanowire has a diameter of 5 nanometers, and they used it to reveal nanoscale details such as the colors of nanomaterials. So, I mean, we always observe nanomaterials through, techniques like electron microscopy, SEM, TEM, and atomic force microscopy, but they don't really reveal the materials' colors. Wow. So now
I've never thought about it that way. Wow. Yeah.
Because we don't really think about it like that. When we only observe, things at a larger scale with colors. So this is really exciting. I mean, we can see colors of nanomaterials now. That's really cool.
So not everything is like black and gray like we see in the SEM pictures, or they're like not actually like,
wow. I mean, they're probably not going to be like, the pictures that people have on their papers. Proteins are not that colorful.
Yes,
but maybe they are. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll find out in the in the future.
Cool. Yes,
this is really exciting.
I love that. Yeah.
And the other one that I think was really amazing is from scientists at Northwestern University. They developed these nanofibers that they had embedded with moving molecules that were able to activate 2 signaling pathways to treat severe spinal cord injury. I mean, spinal cord injuries are pretty intense. I mean, if I had that, I would want to be treated. And this is, I mean, they tested this on mice, but it looks like a very promising treatment for these types of injuries. But this is also really, really cool.
That's definitely a life-changing injury.
Yes.
So, wow. So that would be life-changing for quite a few people if that were to come. Yeah. Very interesting. Wow, very awesome science and engineering for sure that we didn't get a chance to have a formal update on, but discussing it right now, it's like, oh wow, why didn't I think of that? Or that's so useful. Why isn't it out already? And there's certainly more to come in 2022. Lots of twos in that year. Lots of new interviews that we will be doing as part of the IMNano Nano Life series, and those will be coming soon, as well as new content for our YouTube channel that will be a little bit more interactive, right, Irfani? And we really hope we can grow and connect further with everyone listening.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the other thing that we talked about, I think just a few days ago, we're also looking into bringing other scientists who are expert in other fields or other nanomaterials and nanotechnology to come and teach us about their work. I mean, for example, we just kind of talked about this a few days ago. We were discussing about perovskites. Now, perovskites, we know that they're used in solar cells, but not really, we don't really know much else about
We're not experts for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And it wouldn't, like when we explain it, we wouldn't really know what to tell you because we don't really know much about it. So hopefully we can get experts who actually do these types of work and then kind of tell us more about, the wonders of their work.
Or like someone has their new paper out and one of our colleagues can come and explain their own paper and give us their perspective. Like that is also something we're looking into.
That'll be really good. That'll be really good. Yeah. I mean, for sure, we're going to talk about it in ways that is easy to understand, so that everyone can get excited about all of these new things and exciting developments in science and nanotech, nanoscience,
Yeah. And even as us being scientists, sometimes we'll see a lot of jargon in like a title page, and it's like doesn't appeal to me. I don't actually want to. That's too much right now. But if I have it in like an easy, digestible way in the podcast, and it's translated for me, and like, I can listen to this and now I'm excited about it. Now I
Yes,
understand.
exactly. That's so true. Even after maybe sometimes you read the abstract, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not in your field and you want to get excited, but it just doesn't register to you because of the jargon. Yeah. So then if someone can explain it to us and they're also excited, obviously, about their work, then we'll get excited too.
We get excited too. It's contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like laughter.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So that's what we've accomplished this year. I think we've done a pretty great job within 1 year, and there's more to come in 2022. So please stay tuned and look forward to all the upcoming science, tech, nanotechnology content that we're going to be putting out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, lots to be excited for and look forward to, and stick around, stay tuned, keep listening.
Yes. We really appreciate you guys for listening in. So thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, so that is all the Nano for today. Take care.
And stay curious.